Do y'all know what show they need to bring back? And I'm binge watching it again. I've seen them before. I think the only season I didn't finish was maybe the one with my friend Tommy Brooks, trainer Tommy Brooks used to train Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. The Contender. Great show, man. How could you not like The Contender? It's one of them shows where even if you're not a fan of boxing, you gotta like The Contender. The stories of the families, the guys having their last shot at greatness. You can't teach that kind of, I shouldn't say you can't teach, but what I meant to say, you don't see that kind of programs anymore. Now reality shows are so scripted and it's all this love and hip hop stuff where, girls meet, they hug, and then they start pulling each other's blue and pink hair. Like, don't nobody want to see that no more, man. I burnt out on them shows a long time ago. Love and Hip Hop New York, Love and Hip Hop LA, loving it. Dude, it's the same show, different city, just like all these NCISs and all that. Bring back The Contender, bring back Jim Lampley. That's what I want to see. But The Contender, man, Sylvester Stallone and Sugar Ray Leonard created it. And the guy that I forget his name that put together The Apprentice, he was behind it as well. Just the stories, man, it gets really emotional. And you know how they film it with the theatric music and the not just boxing matches, but the slow motion shots, and then the music comes in. Then if you lose, you go home. You might come back later if somebody gets injured, but if you lose, you go home, and then they show them hanging up their gloves, and then they walk away, and it sounds so lonely. You hear the bell of the boxing ring. It's really emotional, man. Well put together show. It was one of the top rated shows, but I know why they got rid of it. Because it was about family, and it wasn't ratchet. They don't like that kind of stuff on the air. They want stuff that's wild and crazy and kinky. They don't want any family shows where it's about heart and humanity and giving and loving your family. They don't want that. So now you got to watch replays of a show that only had 5 seasons that should still be airing. I believe it started around 2006 or 7, right when Sylvester Stallone had come out to make Rocky Balboa. They even showed the trailer for Rocky Balboa during the Contender. So it was just a great time for boxing. They had East versus West season 1, and they did little competitions outside the ring. I think they stopped doing that later on. I know that Andre Ward was the host, I believe, in season 5, and Shane Mosley's son was on there. I believe he won the show. Spoiler alert. I guess I should have said spoiler alert before I actually said who won the show. Anyway, it was a great show, man. And it just breaks your heart seeing some of these guys that lose and they're like, man, now I got to go back to my regular job. This is my last shot at greatness, man. You just feel for all of them. That with the theatrical music, it was just a great program. If you haven't seen it, go check out The Contender. You won't be sorry. Look it up. It's out there on cable. You'll find it. I don't want to give the cable network any plugs since they're not paying me. But The Contender, man, they're not paying me either. But the show doesn't exist. And I enjoyed the show, and my friend Tommy Brooks was on there. Man, you hate to see great shows that don't last, like The White Shadow. It's on YouTube. Great show, only went 3 seasons. A lot of reasons why. I'll get into that on some other show. The Contender, man. The little in-house beefs, there's always tension when they all live under one roof, too. There's always tension with that. Go check out The Contender. You won't be disappointed. Anyway, if you want to become a member, hit the join button below. The Cash App, $JRoos33, the backup platform, the WJ, the Instagram, the J Roos Theory. I feel like I'm repeating myself somehow, It's late. Forgive me if I am. The backup platform and WJ, all that stuff. Subscribe, hit the like, share. Oh, and go subscribe to my homie's page. It's a Christian podcast, lighthearted. It's called Them M&M Boys. And them is not THEM, it's DEM. Them M&M Boys. Go subscribe to them, and you won't be disappointed. So shout out to them, Matthew and Matthew. And go check out my playlist with West Coast Stories. Go check out my interviews I did with Tim Witherspoon, Ray Mercer, Counterpunch Boxing News, Andrew Tucker World, Boxing on the Edge. Feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Me and Andrew Tucker had interviewed Vlad Sarenko on his platform. Um, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I was on Dusty Vision TV, and I believe I put that on my playlist. Me and Andrew interviewed him. Then I was on Dusty Vision TV talking about some street stuff and boxing over on his platform. So go check that out. LSR forever. Be fearless. Yay.